ciao from somewhere in the United States, and hello to you in Sicily, Alfred.
I'm in my regular seat in Sicily in Catania. Beautiful day here today, thanks God, as they say.
Well-deserved nice day after some severe storms that we've had. Gosh, Al,
Yeah.
that one day in the span of 12 hours, enough rain fell, as much rain fell as in 6 months. And that was on the East Coast in Acciaiali and in places like Riposto, Giare, hit really, really hard. And the images were really striking to me. You've got boats floating on streets, you got cars in the sea. It was just mind-bogglingly crazy and scary.
You know what the big shame? There's a couple of shames about this whole thing. Number one is a lot of this water that fell between 4 and 6 inches, as you indicated, wasn't captured for recycling purposes. Now, not that I want to point the finger at anybody, but this is due to years long and neglect in the drainage systems in some of these cities, okay? More specifically, Acciaiali got ruined, but this isn't the first time it's gotten ruined, Esther. It's, over its history, the last 50 years, it's gotten ruined a lot, and they haven't done anything about it. So I think
Yeah.
that's like one of the problems.
I
What do
do
you
want to
think?
say, well, there was the issue of the drainage for sure. The drainage issue is
Mhm.
because the ashes from Mount Etna blocked everything, backed
That's
everything
another
up. So
one.
the drainage is really bad. But you can't negate the tremendous amount of water that fell that people were not expecting. And by the way, I wanted to spell, I saw some stuff online. Sicily's floating, Sicily's destroyed, Sicily's flooded. No, parts of Sicily, there were parts of Sicily that there wasn't any rain. For instance, in
Right.
Palermo, it was mostly on the East Coast. So I want to start by dispelling that myth that Sicily is now destroyed and so forth. And the thing that exacerbated it, and also in towns like Riposto, I spoke to our friend Giovanni Sapienza over there in Padara, who has property down in Riposto in the Mascali area. That what happened was the rain started from up on Etna and it cascaded down. And as it cascaded down, it gained a tremendous amount of volume and speed. And so by the time it got down to area of Riposto, there was one street that where all the water had accumulated, and that's what caused those dramatic scenes of high water. Someone was wrote, it's like we're in Venice all of a sudden, one of those streets. So there were multiple things working to make that happen. The water cascading and gaining volume, the bad drainage, and the third is the just sheer amount of water. So that's what happened. Now I do want to say
I
that there
have I
was
have
no
four, I have a fourth
fatality.
one I'd like to throw in.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
These wildfires we had all summer, okay?
Yeah.
Over
Last
50%
year.
of which were criminally set by criminals who wanted to clear land, comma. These areas that got a lot of these areas that subsequently had mudslides had been cleaned out by the fires. Okay. So there was nothing holding the water, no vegetation holding the water. Right now, there was a couple up in out to the alley, but even on our street, Esther, at the top
On
of the
our
street.
street, of course.
Right. There was a
Yeah. Now,
mudslide there in the area that the wildfire hit. I wanted to give a praise to the authorities who called school off for 2 days. There was no deaths. There was no deaths in this catastrophe here.
and
People
that's
stayed
exactly what
home.
I do want to say that the authorities did a great job calling school off, shutting businesses off. So there were no
Yeah.
fatalities. There was no one hurt, thankfully. And I do give, for a change, a little bit of credit to the authorities that did that and for the people that heeded the advice and stayed home. From school, from work, and driving through Etna Castello, it was like it was a ghost town. It was so strange, and even during the day. And the other thing, Al, those wildfires, not just criminally set, we also had a, record amount of heat and drought.
Yes.
So a lot of stuff
Agreed.
went into causing those fires that were partially criminally, partially nature. So a lot of things at play. So
But we're
some of
here.
these scenes, but we're here. Some of these scenes, I want to give a shout out to all the people that sent me some of these videos. So I appreciate it. Uh, Alfred, what are you drinking?
Well, we had one of our tours. Fella gave me a bottle of single malt Scotch from Scotland. Lafrong, it's called Lafrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Single malt, to age 10 years in an oak barrel, whatever it is. And today, with a little nippers in the air, because it's about 55 degrees right now, I decided to have a little bit of a taste of this to see what it tastes like. And,
Is
according
this
to
your
the
first
advertisement,
opening?
is that it's the taste of Scotland. It's this taste of Scotland. And I swear to God, I could taste a little bit of peat in my mouth, Peat, right? But it's a terrific, terrific single malt Scotch. And to the unnamed person, by the way, who gave me this bottle, I want to thank you very much. And, now it's the fall, time to drink the brown liquors, I guess. And this one over here is going to be a special occasion one. So I wanted to say that to
Now,
you.
now, for those of you watching us, I'm in the United States. Alfred is in Sicily, and we're 6 hours apart. And so when we're recording the show, it's around 10:30 in the morning here, and over there it's 4:30. So Alfred's day is winding down. I do want to give another shout out to our travelers from June on the west coast of Sicily, Carol Yakima and her friend Diana, and check out this gorgeous book that truly captured our tour on the West Coast. So check this out.
This is the book that was given to us by Carol Giacomo and her friend Diana D. Our West Coast tour of Sicily. And what they did is really capture their trip day by day. They arrived a few days earlier and were able to settle into our hotel in Castellamare del Golfo and enjoy, of course, the local fare, the local foods, and then the breakfast. I've got to tell you, this is a fantastic breakfast display, and everything is handmade by our in-house chef, Juicy. Here they went on a boat trip with our skipper, and June 6th happens to be my birthday, so they celebrated our birthday. There's Christine, there's Joe, all our friends, and there was even music, and then there was a cannoli birthday cake. And we always managed to eat by the water. There's our friends from Texas. Look how cute they are. We had such a good time. They beautifully chronicle every single visit that we did, including Palermo and Monreale. Here's a beautiful Duomo. And we had a day trip in Castellamare. San Vito lo Capo. It was a fantastic day. Sagesta and the Doric temples. Cheese factory. Shaka and all the ceramics. We went to a wine tasting in Menfi. There's Mariella. Pasta making, pasta from scratch. There's Juicy, the in-house chef, and does just about everything. And then we went to Erice, which is one of my favorite towns. They even managed to get in a Yumi in Sicily cup, which, by the way, mug is available in our shop on our YouTube channel. Then we went to Agrigento, which is where is her ancestral town, and there's Sergio, our local guide. Real Monte is where she's from, her family is from. And then our final evening, great staff in Cala Marina. And there you go. That was our little bit of highlights from our tour in Sicily. And what a beautiful group. And looking forward to this year as well. That's one of the trips that's almost sold out, probably one spot left. So thank you, Carol and Diana.
Now, speaking of tours, that tour on the west coast of Sicily is almost sold out. I believe we have one more spot available. We have some spots on our May East Coast tour Also, end of June, early July, East Coast. Um, we have an October tour. So those are starting to fill up. So all those can be found at www.youmeandsicily.com. Alfred, we finished off an amazing year, and it is an honor to say thank you to you for bringing me to Sicily and giving me this opportunity to do these videos and our tours that are growing tremendously. And, thanks to you, it's an honor working with a true professional like you.
Listen, Esther, if it wasn't for you, I would still be slinging my tourist the way I did it. For years, I did it. I did it comparing to how we've elevated our game the last decade because of you. So completely stop. You know who I wanted to give a quick shout out to, though? I have to tell you a quick story about Riposto from Sicilian Cafe in Giardini Naxos. They got hit pretty bad. Okay.
Yeah.
His street did not get hit pretty bad. Okay. In Raccontani section, right? But he got a call from a panicked American tour operator saying, Roberto, I've got 45 Americans here. We can't get to Etna. We can't go here. We can't go there. Can you please help us? So what Roberto did, he opened up his restaurant, Sicilia. He fed 45 people and he gave them a show. You know how Roberto gives them a show with the pizza and this and that and everything else. He entertained these people for over 3 hours. So I have to say that the bottle of vino goes to Roberto Cirillo, our friend, for doing that for the Americans. 45 Americans now have great memories, despite the fact that it was a horrible day. So that's what I wanted to say, Eve.
Now, for those of people who don't know who Roberto is, we've done a number of videos, including a couple of videos ago when we went to Giardini Naxos and checked out the hotel that we were going to be using for our September tour. And he's always a character, so much fun to be with him. I'll never forget our very first interview in 2014. Now, interestingly, and I didn't know you were going to mention him. See this shirt right here? This beautiful shirt that I'm wearing, brand new. I'm not going to model, but it has a really cute cuff and it has a really cute fit. So I'm not going to model it right now, but you get the idea. It's from his sister Nancy's shop, which is down the street from Roberto's. It's got a really cute boutique, and I just happened to buy this when I was there. So
what a
lots of fun
coincidence,
down
huh?
there.
What a coincidence.
Listen, and now we're going to go to downtown Catania and an art display. My friend Rosalba and Elisabetta and her husband, Rosalba's husband, Fulvio, very sadly, they lost tragically their son, Achille, in January. And this was an ongoing project that Fulvio had having to do with angels. And he decided to finish this work in memory of their son, Achille. And very touching display, lots of angels, lots of meaning, not necessarily religious, but the connection between earth and we'll call it heaven or wherever it is. So let's go to downtown Catania and this beautiful art display.
Okay. This exhibition on my father is dedicated to my brother Achille Crescimano that is died at the end of January. My father chose the angels because for him are the connection between our earth and our sky and the good and the bad inside of us, of all of us. In total 14 painting and 6 sculpture.
They're very beautiful, but they tell a big story.
Sì.
All of them have
Sì.
a very deep meaning.
Sì. He began to painting this in 2019 and he ended his collection this year for my brother.
What's the message your father wants to give people?
He wants to give the message that inside of all of us we have a connection with this angel, a nature angel.
Everyone has an angel around them, right?
Esatto.
Grazie mille.
Grazie a te, Esther.
Perché in queste opere noi possiamo vedere degli angeli uomini e degli uomini angeli. In this painting we can see human angels and angel human. Sorry for my English.
It's great.
And colors are really special because we can see cold colors and warm colors in the same paintings. And you see the bodies are falling down because we are only human, and angels and men are really together. Yeah. The special meanings of this painting is the light, because in each painting we can find a special light, and we don't understand if the light is coming or we are going
Going into the light.
into the light, because this is the earth where we are at the unlimited, at the at human limits, and we stay there without buildings, without nature.
Material, only nature.
Yeah, only human and only light here. Nothing else.
Beautiful.
Alfred, I was really touched to be there. Lots of people, 200 to 300 people, a great venue again in downtown Catania. And, you know, the juxtaposition between the light and colors and you stood there and looked at these paintings and it told 3, 4, 5 stories. It was a very deep, it wasn't just like, oh, here's some angels and this, that. No, every painting, every piece had a story behind it, multiple levels. So thank you to Rosalba, Elizabeth, and Fulvio for inviting me to that. So that was wonderful.
Well, here's what I know about art in Sicily. I just wanted to throw in one comment over here. It's island wide. There are profoundly talented artists, singers, writers, poets, screenplay writers, operas in this country. For less than 5 million people, the influence that the Sicilians have had worldwide for centuries, by the way, is just terrific. And I'm really happy that you went to that. I'm really happy.
Yeah. And Al, it's not just, and even they display that in their produce. You go to some of these mom and pop ortofrutta, fruit and vegetable places, and everything is so beautifully displayed. So innately, I think Sicilians have it in them. They have art in their blood. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So Alfredo, what's on tap for you? I know I'm going to be busy with my family, visiting friends, doing a little bit of work. And what's on tap for you this week?
Well, probably nothing. I mean, we had, this is my downtime. Seriously, okay? I know when you come back, we have the Christmas market to go to in Catania. We're having a holiday party to go to over our house and over here at our house in the middle of the month. Then we're zipping up to Taormina for New Year's with our dear friends up there. I think it's a party of 8 or 10 now. It keeps on growing every year. So this is a period of time for me for reflection, okay? And to celebrate our accomplishments. Now we have how many views? 6 million views, some stupid number like that. I don't know how many people are watching our programming, a lot over a lot of different platforms. I can't keep count of it, really. And people stop you much more than me when you're out and about.
Out more than you.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, no matter hither and yon, they always say, hey, Esther from Yumi and Sicily. So that's a profound accomplishment, and I want to reflect on that a bit. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to do for the next couple of days. I mean, I'm just going to take it easy, really. She left me a whole refrigerator Esther did, worth the food from
I
soup.
left him. Wait, let's do the list.
Ah,
Stuffed artichokes, like stuffed
yeah,
as in like with breadcrumbs, parsley, garlic.
yeah,
Then I made a soup. Then
yeah.
I made a chili something, some
With
Mexican
hamburger.
mince with hamburger and onion and
Yeah.
tomatoes and lots of things. Then I did a zucca, a pumpkin with maple syrup in the oven. And then what else did I do? Oh, you have pizza and scacciata. What else did I leave you? I think that's it. I think
Well,
that's
I
about
want
it.
you to know, it's like watching it's like watching a
Are you
glacier
chipping?
melt. And little
Are
by
you
little,
chipping at it?
little by little, things are going away. This morning, with the hamburger that you made, the Mexican hamburger, I decided to make
Yeah,
an old St. Francis College recipe of spicy hamburger and fried eggs.
that
And I
sounds
took
good,
one
Al.
bite of it. It brought me back to the year 1972. Of course, in those days, we used to get that spicy hamburger out of a can up in Maine. But this was a very, very good breakfast I had
Now,
today. Awesome. Very good. Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
now listen. If I were home, I'd be busting his balls about it. Do you know you have this? Do you have this? So now I'm doing it thousands of miles away. Don't forget you have this. Don't forget to eat this. Don't forget. Oh, and I squeezed you fresh orange juice. We forgot about that.
That's
Anyway,
right. 7 oranges she squeezed and put them in a bottle. I just finished that too, E. So
good.
what should I do now that I'm almost out of food? By Monday, I'm going to be out of food, so I'm going to have to do something. What do you think
No,
I
you
should do?
won't. I think you should open up a can of beans and have
Yeah,
beans
and
and rice.
rice and beans like I grew up with in the city of Lawrence, huh? Rice, chicken, and beans. One of the bodegas in
Nothing wrong
Lawrence.
with that. Oh, hello, Alfredo. You have that chicken in the freezer too.
Oh, I forgot
That I
about
just
the chicken too. So lots of
you
things
have
going on.
all set.
I want you to have a blessed time back home. Say hi to your
Well,
mother
wait a
for me.
second. Before,
What?
wait a second. No, we didn't even mention that, having, we have our shop, which you can access down below where it says shopping. And there's about 40 items. I just added some new things with either You, Me, and Sicily logo or a map of Sicily with the provinces or just plain Sicily or I love Sicily and lots of items. Perfect time just for Christmas. They're great stocking stuffers. So make sure you go down and browse that shopping site. And if there's something that you haven't seen in there and you'd like to see, let me know and I'll put it in there. Like Travis the other day wrote to me, if you put an Arm and Hammer, Arm and
Amaral.
Hammer,
Amaral.
Arm and Hammer. Why am I thinking Arm and Hammer? Armorall shirt in there, I'll get it. So I went in there and I added that shirt, and there you go. So if there's something that you want, make sure you get it to me. And that's it. The weather is keeping up. Believe it or not, it hasn't fallen much below zero here, but soon I'll be back in sunny Sicily as well,
If
where
you
it's
come to
getting chilly as
Sicily, if
well.
you are coming this week, there's going to be 7 to 8 straight days of brilliant sunshine with a less than 2%
Awesome.
chance of rain. That's going to give
Back to
everything
normal.
right back to normal. And the temperature next week is supposed to be between 65 and 70 degrees. Here it is the week
Awesome.
before Thanksgiving, E. And basically, last Cecilia has its fastball back. And for that, I am very happy, very happy.
You and me both. All right. On that note, thank you for watching. For sure, 100%. We are going live the following Sunday. So make sure you
Okay,
tune in.
I'll be here.
Until then, love you, Alfredo. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And we'll see you in another video. You, me, and Sicily.
Da benedica a tutti. Ciao.
Arrivederla.